Okay, we're getting ready to start week 8. A couple exciting things. First thing is this English Conversation Cafe. I've sent a couple of things out to you. Let me first show you this announcement just in case you missed it. Make sure that you're looking at this announcement. It's up. You can find it if you go through announcements. You can also see it on the front page. So it starts next week. Definitely what you need to do is check the schedule to find your name. So you're going to go right here, look at the schedule. This is going to take you to this page. And this schedule should be automatically updating if anything changes, but shouldn't actually change unless you initiate the change. So unless there's a problem and you need to make a change and you let me know and then I let PASS know, I think that's the only way that this should change. So look on this schedule and make sure that you know when your time is. If you have a day that's on Monday or Tuesday, I sent you a reminder email yesterday. So make sure that you're looking at this and you just know when your time is. Okay, so that's the first thing. So what do you have to do? When it's your time, you're going to log into the PASS Center. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Once you're there, you just need to tell the front desk why you're there. So remember, PASS is the tutorial center mainly. So if you go in there and you say, I'm in Miss Potter's linguistics class, they're going to think that you're there for linguistics tutoring, like you need help with an assignment. So make sure you say that you're for English Conversation Cafe, and then they'll put you in the right room. So you're going to go into your room and then you're just going to hang out there, and you should have some EMLS students who are going to come into the little breakout room with you, and there probably will be 1 or 2 or 3 of them who will be in there with you, okay? Just in case nobody shows up, give it like 10 or so minutes. If no one shows up during that time, you don't have to wait the whole entire time. Just kind of hang out, work on some schoolwork or whatever, work on your assignments, I don't know, watch TikTok, whatever, for 10 minutes. And then once you're done, after, if you have nothing to do, you can go ahead and leave. Maybe go leave the breakout room and then go back to the front desk and just say, hey, nobody came in, so I'm going to leave, just so they know. You don't have to do that, but keeping in mind that the PASS Center is just this Zoom thing, and then they have all these different rooms going on, so it does make it easier for them if they can kind of, keep track of the different rooms and who's in them, okay? So what you're going to do once you're there, I do have this video here for you. So what you're going to do once you're there is you are going to, when you are meeting with the students, you're just going to have a conversation. Now, they're going to come in with some kind of topic, some conversation starters that their teacher gave them. They may have a lot to say about those, or they may have a little bit to say about those. It really doesn't matter. The whole idea is that they get a chance to just talk about something that's kind of easy and comfortable for them, and then you get a chance to listen to them and kind of respond back, and that you have just a normal, easy conversation. It's not supposed to be something that's too difficult. It's just supposed to be something that is like a regular conversation. That's it. So what you talk about doesn't matter at all, because the idea is that they are developing their English skills in speaking and listening and fluency. okay? Getting better and faster and quicker in speaking, okay? So that's the whole idea. Okay, so we're doing that starting next week. So if you have a problem with your schedule, again, let me know right away, okay? So we can sort that out. So that is the first thing that I wanted to let you know. Now, how to get to the Pass Center. So I do have the link to get to Pass from this announcement. You can also just go from the home page. Remember, I have the Pass Tutoring button on the home page. And you can just click here for the Pass Center Zoom link. This takes you there and you're just going to launch. You're just going to go right there. It's just a Zoom room. That's all it is. Okay. And you'll go in and there will be at least one person. Every time I've gone into the Pass Zoom room, there's at least 2 or 3 people and they're just kind of greeters in there. And you just, you pop in and they say hello and then you just say why you're there. So remember, say, I'm here for the English Conversation Cafe, and then they'll say, okay, they can see your name. They'll say, okay, and then they'll put you in the right room. That's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our assignments for this week. So this week, we're actually starting on our first area of core linguistics, and this is phonetics. So we've got 3 assignments this week, 2 phonetics assignments, and then 1 is just a discussion just to check in about the English Conversation Cafe. So let me just really quickly go through this with you. The first one is a quiz, and it's going to be a little bit technical. Just really, it's based on this document here, so make sure that you have that in front of you when you're taking the quiz. These, particularly these 2, are extra if you need them, and these 2 podcasts are just if you're having trouble understanding and you want to get a broad view, or if you're just really interested in this topic and you want to listen to some podcasts about phonetics, you can go ahead and take a listen to this. Okay. Then the next thing is a cool little assignment that has to do with phonetics. And we're going to look at the phonetics of vowels in Spanish and English. So a little bit of an overview here, and then I have an article that talks about some differences, another article here that talks about differences, and then what I have are 2 videos. And this is a Spanish teacher who is teaching English speakers how to speak Spanish, and then this guy is an English teacher who is teaching Spanish speakers how to speak English. So take a listen to both of them, and what I really want you to think about, and some of you are perfectly bilingual in English and Spanish, and this might actually be more difficult for you. Most everyone is familiar with English and Spanish in our class. So this might be a little bit insightful for most all of us. What I really want you to do is really pay attention to the quality of the vowels. Now, of course, we know, when we take a look, you're going to see that English has many more vowels than Spanish does. However, English has an O and Spanish has an O, but they're not the same O. There are some differences. And when we look at the vowels across, when we look at, for example, the E sound, Spanish has it and English has it, but they're not, the way that they're pronounced is not exactly the same. And whether you know it or not, as a fluent English or Spanish speaker, you can tell when a person is using an English E or a Spanish E you know that, you have the ability to hear that. That's called a foreign accent. You can tell what foreign accent the person has. You may not be able to describe it, but what I'm asking you to do here is to really pay attention and to describe it, okay? So let me know if you have any questions about this. Ayat and I had a really good conversation about this, so she's prepared. You can reach out to her with any questions on this. Let me know if you maybe have a guess, if you want to run your first draft by me, and I can let you know if you're on the right track. And you can send me what you think might be your answer before you submit. Okay, and then remember, we're also thinking about what we have learned about first and second language acquisition as well. Okay, and then for the very last thing, it's just a real quick check-in on the English Conversation Cafe. So again, we're doing this in this new configuration this time, using Pass Center to meet up and you know, having you guys come in at a certain time and then having the EMLS students choose their time slot. So this is a new way that we've never done it before. And really for this time, I just want to see how it went. So I just want you to write as much or as little as you can on what happened. If you went in there and you just sat there for 10 minutes and nobody showed up, write that. If you went in there and you met with 1 or 2 or 3 people and you had such a great conversation that you lost track of time and you talked for 7 hours, I want to know that too. Just tell me what happened and what you did, okay? And then that brings us to the end of the week. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. I should be around and I'll be talking to you later. All right, bye-bye.